Welcome to the show. In our day and age, there are many organizations that have to exist in relationship to the priorities of the type of people that live in our society. Today we're going to be talking to the chairman of the Essex County Latino American Chamber of Commerce, Mr. John Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez, thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to share you with our viewers.
Thank you for the invitation.
The opportunity to create an awareness to the communities that you represent is very important. Talk to us a little bit about your lifestyle and what brought you to the existence of being a part of this organization.
I have to say it started at a very young age. I believe when I was 18 years old, I was involved in the labor movement already, representing different mechanics, women in the industrial field, and I always seen that, especially the ladies, they never got the equal opportunity in the labor force. So I was a spokesman for women that were workers, for example, at General Electric. I was the chief steward of the union. So I represented these ladies, and I always used to fight for benefits. Many times, a lot of these ladies could be material handlers, and they were not allowed to be material handlers. But some of these ladies were able to do that job. I got them to do that job. So I always seen that the ladies never got that opportunity. And I have 4 sisters.
Okay.
So
that
plus my mother.
So
really that drove me
yeah.
to always be on the side of the ladies. Okay, so that's how I started. And when I became a business person, again, I wanted to represent small business, and I was able to see the same thing going on when it came to business opportunity for the ladies. So I always have been fighting for women business opportunity, and recently, as you may know, I have made my president of the Chamber of Commerce is a lady, Melanie Cruz. Okay, so you're going to be meeting her sometime soon.
Great.
Okay, and I decided to step down and take the position of the chairman of the board. Okay, so this was done by a vote on the board of directors, and here we are. But it's a long story. I was also the vice president and founder of the statewide Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, really?
Yes, many years ago.
So explain to me the difference between Hispanic and Latino.
Well, I'm a believer that we are Latinos. There were many of us who say we're Hispanics, but when you're Latino, you represent all South America, you represent South America, you represent North America, but it's always about Latino being in the presence of different countries. Where Hispanic, we're really talking about Spain, and we're not Spaniards. We're all probably descent of the Spain
by virtue of the language.
Right. But we're really Latino. So when we, in fact, when I got involved with this chamber, it was Hispanic American Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, really?
Yes, and as soon as that I became president, my mandate was to change that to Essex County Latino American Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, so now you idealistically involve yourself with that cultural involved in relationship, excuse me.
Right.
You get blank for words every now and then. But the concern that I have is, how do you find time to focus on the priorities where it relates to people in the communities that you serve?
Right, well, it's my story. I am a business owner also.
What type of business? Yeah.
I own a pest control business. I do pest control. And what we always find was that we were always fighting for business opportunity. And when I say fight, I mean that the opportunities never came to us.
You're talking about as far as the Hispanic community.
As far as the Hispanic community,
Okay.
yeah, we didn't see that much opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, we will see a lot of these opportunities come from contractors from down south in Newark and even New York City.
Wow.
So when we will come, my vice president and I, we will come to a site, we will see license plate from New York, Pennsylvania, but here we are, the local business in the city. We were not given that opportunity.
Wow. Okay.
So we started to demand. We started to say, hey, we want to be part of the system, and we want to be part of the opportunities. And this is why originally many years ago, the chamber working with Governor Florio, we had the minority set-aside program in the state of New Jersey, which was struck down. It was a law that it was struck down. But now I see that we're bringing it back.
Okay.
We're bringing it back. It was already happening in Hudson County. They already have a set-aside program in Hudson County.
So the political relationships gave opportunity, and that opportunity was a chance that was not given to you in the past. There was a monopoly.
Yes.
And it took government to break up that monopoly. Right. Has it really been substantial in regard to the type of business that you do get in relationship to how that monopoly was broken up?
Substantial, I won't say substantial. I say yes, we're still fighting the fights that we fought 20 years ago. I see that you had Mayor Drain Smith, and who is also involved with the chamber and is involved with our movement sometimes. Yes, we're still fighting. We still see an old boys club.
Oh boy.
It exists. That old boys club exists.
Yeah.
This is why I'm very happy that now we have to declare when you make a contribution to a politician, pay for play. I love it. I love the law. Okay. So because I never did pay for play.
Okay.
Okay. So this new law now that exists, it's giving second thoughts to a lot of these contractors, but nevertheless, they still find a way. It has been very hard for the chamber to be able to change these laws, this opportunity. And what's going to make a change is going to be the set-aside program. Set-aside business opportunity. Now we're going to start to see change. It still hasn't happened in the city of Newark. I'm hoping that the mayor decides to implement the set-aside program. And I believe that we have a great mayor, Baraka. I think he's going to do the right thing. Hudson County did it. Jersey City did it. I see it already coming to the city of Newark. And I believe Deborah Collins from Essex County is also working on a set-aside program. And I'm going to quote it because we have spoken.
Well, listen, the Essex County Latino American Chamber of Commerce is a particular organization that a number of individuals have been able to find some developmental opportunities from. And this week, you're going to be holding your 7-step to legitimizing your business seminar. Why don't you talk a little bit about what really created the seminar and why is it so important?
It is very important. The 7 steps to legitimize your business is one of the things that when I became president, I realized that a lot of our businesses were not legitimate. And yet they've been in business 5 and 10 years. For example, we had great plumbers, we had great electricians, we had great carpenters, but they had something missing in their profile. So when we started looking at the profile, we started to find out that, for example, my question to many of these contractors was, do you have a DONS number? Mm-hmm. And when I asked them, do you have a DONS number? They said, what is that? Mm-hmm. I said, well, that's something, that's a number, and you get it for free. It doesn't cost you a dime.
Now, a lot of folk don't see the significance in having a DUNS number. And that's the Dun & Bradstreet number in terms of it having a business entity. But it does give you some credibility if you are involving yourself in getting those kinds of representations in your business. Right. You know, whether you're a 501c3.
Right.
There are insurances that are needed. There are different important involvements that need to be considered when you get into business.
Right.
You saw a disparity in the Latino community that really challenged an opportunity to open up a dialogue?
Yes, we did that. And as we were going along, what we found out was for example, a lot of the cities, a lot of the corporate people would ask us, do you have legitimate business? And they always use that word legitimate.
Legitimate.
Okay, and that was to put us on our toes. And we said, yes, we do have legitimate business. Yes, we do have business that have their state certification, their set-aside program, women-owned business. They have their certification that they're women-owned business, legitimate women-owned business. They have what I will present to them, the 7 steps. If they qualify with those 7 steps, they're legitimate.
I see.
Yes.
So now you have that platform, you have created it. Talk to me a little bit about the presenters that are going to be involved.
Oh, we're going to have some great presenters. For example, we're going to have my friend Ernie Williams from New Jersey Transit. He's a retired. He was in charge of the small business program in New Jersey Transit. Now he's a business consultant. We're going to have another good friend, Stephanie Bowles. Stephanie Bowles is regarding set-aside programs, certification. So we're going to be able to give a lot of information. We're going to be able to have what's called from the State Department. We're looking for taxes. How do you pay your taxes? You have to pay tax. You're in business, there is a tax. So all these 7 steps are going to be covered by individual people coming, one from the SBA. He's going to tell them how you could be involved with the SBA program. But there's something in there that's very important that I would like to talk about, and that is what's called the I-9 form. Mm-hmm. And a lot of businesses today don't understand what an I-9 form is. Mm-hmm. And it's very important because as I walk to different businesses, I ask that question, do you have an I-9 form for each employee? And that is very, very important for them because there are fines involved.
Really?
There are hefty fines.
I-9?
I-9
and this
form.
is strictly for business.
Strictly
making businesses.
Strictly for business.
Okay.
Strictly for business. I could go down from Central Avenue all the way down, walk 10 blocks, and I guarantee there'll be 10 businesses that don't have, even in this place, there's a possibility that you may not be completely legal and you're missing an I-9 form for your employees.
What is the purpose for an I-9 form?
The purpose of the I-9 form is really to say whether you have legal immigrants working for you.
Oh my God.
So I always say it's a way to get around that you're able to say, are you legal in this country?
Right. So in the sense of it, if you have illegal immigrants working, what is this I-9 form going to prove then?
It's gonna prove that they're not here in this country legally.
So they would have to still
that,
fill out.
yes,
every one of your employees has to fill out this form.
Whether they're Americans, whether they're legal or not legal, they don't discriminate. This is where form is so important.
I don't remember ever filing an I-9 form.
Yes, this is. I call it a sneaky form.
Yeah. Because
it was sneaked on us. We didn't even know the whole purpose of it.
Wow.
In the last couple of years, and what bothers me the most is that we have Homeland Security enforcing the law. Mm-hmm. Homeland Security knocks on your door, and the first thing they tell you how many employees you have, and we want to see their I-9 forms.
And if you don't have them?
And if you don't have it, you could be looking for a fine. You could be looking to be written up. They may give you a chance, they may not. I have known people that have received already $6,500 fine.
My God.
Yes.
When it does come down, now, and let's talk about this situation of immigration. How versed is the Latino American Chamber of Commerce in regard to protections? And not only in regard to protections, but in regard to helping an individual who is an illegal immigrant get legal?
It is something that is a topic that is a very strong topic. We have in our board of directors a person who specializes in immigration, which is our legal counsel, Marcel Valentin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she does, immigration. She would have been a great person to explain that to you. I'm not.
But you are effectively
yes,
approaching
yes,
a method.
Yes, we are addressing some of these issues. For example, I'm dealing with a case right now where a young man worked for a company for about 15 years, and because of this I-9 form and because of the immigration issue, they just laid him off.
Wow.
So is
that happening a lot?
It's happening a lot.
Really?
I could tell you this company just laid off about 40 employees.
40 people
that have been there 10 and 15 years.
Then what do they do?
They're in their own.
Then obviously for them being in that company for that long, they weren't doing anything to try to legitimize their residency.
Well, it's not that they were not. They have been. They have paid to attorneys thousands of dollars to try to get legitimate, but it hasn't happened.
So, but can't that be leverage to say that you are in effect doing what you need to do to become a legitimate worker? That's not being helpful?
It's not. It's not. It is very sad. It is very sad what I'm confronting and what I'm seeing with a lot of these corporations. And not only that, but here you have a corporation that has employed maybe 40 employees knowingly that they did not have the documentation, that they did not have that I-9 form for these employees. Yet, what happens to this company? Nothing. Now they laid off these 40 individuals. They're in their own. Now they don't collect unemployment. Okay, so they're in the street.
Right, and unfortunately, we're creating this situation that is creating a turmoil.
Absolutely.
Tell me, how do you feel in terms of the method that the president is using to identify undocumented workers? I'm
in total disagreement with the president on the issue of immigration, and I stand here as a voter. I voted for Trump, and I'm not gonna say that I was neutral. When you vote for a president, you don't vote for him just for one issue. You vote for him for many issues, and you hope that you get what you want from that candidate. I didn't get what I wanted with immigration with that candidate. I knew that he was not going in my direction. Mm-hmm. However, there were many issues that concerned businesses, insurance, that swayed me to go in another direction, hoping that I could change that individual's mind and change the party's mind, that we do need to look at the immigration issue in a different perspective. We need to address those 40 people that were laid off with no benefits. So what we're telling a lot of these 40 people is to go into business. Mm-hmm. Now, if they go into business and they file the papers in business, they stand a better chance to stay in this country as a business person.
So if they aren't registered as a undocumented worker, then chances are they can look at either deportation or losing their job.
Absolutely, yeah.
But if they are registered and still haven't become a legal resident, they will not have to face the problem of being fired or deported. Is that what you were saying?
If they are, for example, they need to have already an I-9 form.
But what I'm asking,
they don't have it.
Well, what I'm trying to get clear is that the individuals who are working to become a legal citizen, I mean, I think 15 years is a long time to be working to become a legal citizen.
Yes.
What kind of obstacles are there that would cause a person to have to be here that long and still not be a legal resident?
It's all a matter of law. It's all a matter of, number one, I always say you need to find that good attorney that's going
Really?
to fight for you.
I mean,
Yes.
it's not like filing your income tax or
It's-
anything of that nature.
No, to me again, I insist that if you have a good attorney that's doing their job, you won't have to wait
Worry
15
about.
years.
Wow.
But we do see. I hate to call them scalpers.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to use that word, but
So you're
we
saying
do,
that there are
Yes.
scam artists
Yes.
that individuals have been paying into for years,
For years.
believing that
Believing.
they're going to
Yes.
help them, and they're
Yes.
not.
Yes.
But yet and still, in today's government, in the method in which they're trying to identify who the undocumented workers are, if they in fact have filled out this I-9, then chances are they're not going to be withdrawn from the system.
That's not. I won't say the chances are that they're going to be able to stay, because that's going to really help the company, saying that they did what they had to do with
But
this
they would still have
individual,
to.
and they have to fill out that I-9.
But I
that
mean, what
I-9
about the
form.
individual though? Okay,
That-
so
yeah.
I'm safe
Yeah.
as a businessman,
Right.
But
You're
the
safe as a
people,
businessman.
but the people still are gonna get caught.
Yes, yes.
Oh my!
And not
goodness.
only that, but you already provided information.
So
on that
how
I-9 form.
effectively are you looking to influence the government that the method in which they are using isn't fair, and there is one? What is it?
Yeah. Well, our politicians represent us. For example, we have different politicians that don't agree with the president regarding the immigration issue. I for one, and there are many people like myself who voted Republican but still don't agree with the immigration issue. It's going to take us to convince the politicians that they have to go in a different direction. I mean, we have people here who own homes that are being deported as we speak. They have made a living in this country, and they've been homeowners for 10, 15 years. These are working people that have families, okay? Mm-hmm. And some of them are being deported as we speak.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do need to address these issues
Right.
with immigration.
And there needs to be a plan. You know, we need to know exactly what that plan is. And I'm hoping that during your programming of the 7 steps, that there is some way, who you say a person is going to be there to discuss the immigration issue,
Right.
that people can understand exactly what they need to do. Again, Mr. John Sanchez of the Essex County Latino American Chamber of Commerce is here with us today to talk about the training program that they're going to have this Saturday at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. If there are any individuals that are interested in being a part of the seminar will be held at the NJIT Business Center at 20 Warren Street in Newark, New Jersey, 07102. When are you going to be presenting another one of these?
We're most likely going to have another seminar probably in the next couple of months.
Okay, good.
Okay,
So it's ongoing.
It's ongoing. We like to do two a year.
Okay.
Plus, we also do other events. For example, we're going to have what's called a networking event.
Okay.
And that's going to be sometime in the next couple of months. We really, the last one that we had over 100 people.
Okay.
And it's not going to be about politics. It's not going to be, it's all networking.
Right.
I want to know who you are, and you're going to want to know who I am, and how we could do business.
That's what's important. And talking about the relationship of business and having an opportunity to be able to find information and share a relationship that can help your business thrive, we certainly encourage you to be a part of the 7 Steps to Legitimizing Your Business seminar, but also to become a member of the Essex County Latino American Chamber of Commerce. And you're not just restricting people to the Hispanic or the Latino culture.
No, we have, like we said, we have Dwayne Smith, who attends many of our events.
Okay.
And he's always there supporting us as we support him.
Okay.
And we have Afro-Americans who are members of the chamber, and this is why we go to the Latino American Chamber of Commerce. It includes everyone.
That's awesome. Well, we want to thank you very much, and we want to look forward to building a relationship where we can have more opportunities to share with our viewers the involvement of the Essex County Latino American Chamber of Commerce. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the
coming and being a
invitation.
part. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in.
Okay.